welcome. More welcomes, guys. Welcome to the latest installation of your favorite podcast. I think the smoothest podcast in South Florida, man.
Amen, but
I already know. Free Game. This is the latest episode of Free Game, yo. I'm your I'm blah 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 blah. I'm your host H.
Pork pig over here.
I know, right? I'm your host H. Welcome to the latest installation of Free Game. It's my boy Ghost.
The show Ghost.
We're still waiting for the third of the trio, but he might be on the way. He might be late. Might get another guest. Who knows? Yeah, we ain't gonna wait for him. We gonna run it. Yeah, we gonna run it. But tonight's your latest installation of your favorite, the smoothest podcast, Free Game. So hold on, wait a minute, because this is our first episode on YouTube, y'all.
Wow, man.
Wow.
Shout out to Black Jesus.
Wow.
And the metaverse.
Shout out.
Hey, boy, God that came
welcome
through.
back into the YouTube verse. Hold on real quick.
We out here in these streets.
Yeah, so literally on in these streets. So wait, while we get because usually every episode, and I guess we got to introduce ourselves to the YouTube audience and the YouTube world, because we're new to this, man. We ain't new to the game,
True to this,
but we new to this. We true to this too. But usually every episode before we start, we like to welcome our people in. We got to send it out, obviously, because we usually we're doing on Facebook Live, man, right? Right. Indeed. So we got a lot of Facebook people in here. But we got to get more Facebook people in here. So, customary to every episode, before we start, we give a brief moment for people to get in. We give a toast, and then we start to talk. But before we do, I got to check in with my boy. Ghost, what's going on with you, man?
Man, blessings, boy. New year, new day. Hey, man, 2022 going to be amazing, boy. I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm excited. Hey, but today's been a good day. Got a lot of things done. Hey, man, I'm just looking forward to going ahead and having fun tonight with the squad, man, with the family.
You already know. Yeah, so, all right, without further ado, obviously it's been a lot going on in this weak world. And I said it wrong, but I said it right. This weak world.
Right.
It's a weak world, man.
It is a weak world.
All right. We got a lot to unpack today. But I do want to give a few minutes for people to get in here. We got to get this link out to people. So hold on 1 second, y'all. And while we do, we're going to get our cups ready. We're going to toast.
We're gonna toast.
Because we got to get into it. We got to get into a super juicy topic today. Which is
please hold my cup.
Before I do. Today's episode is sponsored by
Tipsy Haven.
You already know. And yeah, shout out to Tipsy Haven. The flavor of the day.
It's the usual. What's your favorite?
What's the usual?
Henny Sunrise.
Henny. I mean, all of them. To be honest with you, all of them are my favorite.
Yeah, I got you.
All of them my favorite, dog. To be honest with you, hold on.
Let's go.
All right, so while you pull up that link, let me go ahead and get these messages out to people, so we definitely could get them in here, man. If you don't mind, Black Jesus, if you don't mind, go ahead and run that theme song, and we can get the show going, man. I'm excited for today's show, bro.
Oh my. Excited even before the damn. You start the damn bottle.
Oh, keep running, yo, run it, 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 run it. Today is good. Today is a special episode, man. Again, today is our first episode on YouTube. So whatever we got going on, we gonna throw everything but the kitchen sink at it today, bro.
Yes, Lord.
Everything, you know. I've been chomping at the bit to get on YouTube. Y'all just don't even know how crazy this is. So, boom, boom. I know. But we got to get people in here. People, come on, chime in. Check in the chat. As soon as you get in, check in. I know. All right. All right, cool. We in here. All right.
So ready for the topic for the day, right?
Yeah, man. I'm trying to get in. Here, man. But we ready. All right, cool. All right, so guys, you already took your shot.
Let's do a toast. Pull up there, everybody. This free game. Welcome y'all to another installment of the show, and this is how we get down on the ones and twos.
Yeah, this is how we get down, y'all. Let's
pull
go.
up a drink with us.
Let's go.
We're gonna make this magic, bro. And it's Henny Sunrise 5, boy. Woo.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the favorites, man.
Woo.
Definitely one of the favorites, man.
Oh man, wow, this is love.
Yeah, man, much love for that, man. So, guys, man, you know how we do every week, after every episode, I spend the entire week, man, racking my brain on what we're going to talk about for the following episode, for the following week. Man, so, and I don't know what was going on with the world, with the universe, and I do apologize to the people that have been following us. We've been trying to get in here to get this episode in and out of the way. I've been advertising for like 3 weeks in a row. I had a lot of people chiming in, calling in. I know Black Jesus phone been off the hook and
stalking that boy.
You know what I mean? When y'all finna do the show? And this week I said, you know what? I'm not even gonna advertise. We got to get this show out the way, and because people want to talk about it, man. So
it's a great topic.
It's a great topic, man. It's a great topic. So, you know, now we're on YouTube, so you guys can check it out. If you guys are in here, if you do watch the video on the replay, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, because every episode we are going to get bigger and better, and I promise you that. Word to your mother, straight up, right? Not to my mom, to your mom.
Damn, Chuck D.
Yeah, straight up.
Straight up. Public Enemy flashback over
straight
here.
Up, yeah, straight
all
up.
Right. Let's run it.
All right, so today's episode is entitled, She Doesn't Really Need a Man, But She Wants a Man. Let me say that one more time.
Yes.
She doesn't really need a man, but wants a man. Now let me tell you why and how I came up with that little conversational piece topic to talk about, right?
Uh-huh.
You hear all these topics, these songs about independent women. I guess to say the least, that independent or being an independent woman is almost like a badge of honor.
Right.
Right?
Very much so today.
And not to take anything away from it. Not to take anything away from it. But I guess when some people get the idea or get the notion of independency, that means they really don't need someone else. And I guess they take that to the extreme. and especially
Yeah.
in relationships when it comes to women, they can easily relate to say that they don't need a man.
Of course, because they, as you can see, they say they don't need one.
They say they don't need a man.
We obsolete.
Absolutely. All right.
They got their batteries and their toys, so
So
we
what
out
do
the
you
game.
so what do you guys think, man? Chime in. And this YouTube live is more like an interactive conversation.
Yeah.
We just like how we giving you game, we want to receive game as well, right? So
sure.
chime in. You see the number at the bottom of the screen, 954-505-1904, 954-505-1904,
Yeah,
right? That's the
Like
number,
that.
right?
yeah.
Right. So chime in. Let us know if we talking game. If I'm talking cap, if what I'm talking is cap or not, let me know. Let me know. If I'm talking like craziness, let us know. But I think when women say that they don't need a man, I think at that point in time, a man, I don't know, why would a man stay if you don't need me?
Yeah, because he feels like he feels like he needs to be wanted.
But again, if man, you already started with the bullshit, bro. We already started with the bullshit, man.
I'm needed here, boy. I got this cape on. I done paid $500 for this cape and this suit, and I'm gonna be Superman. You gonna let me be that?
But that's it. But that's exactly what I'm saying to you, man. It's like, to me,
I gotta take care of her needs.
if you're not wanted or if you're not needed, why would you stay in a relationship if the person doesn't even need you? They just want you.
They want you for what they want, but you got a lot of relationships that's like that.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so. Absolutely right. You right. You right. You right.
You have an assigned
You
job.
right. You right.
Your purpose is
You right.
to make sure I'm fresh and I'm clean, and you stand behind me.
As a matter of fact, to back up and substantiate what I'm talking about, because it's not just craziness what I'm talking about now. It's not just crazy, but just because I said it doesn't mean it's real. And maybe if it came from a different person, maybe you'll understand what I'm talking about. Black Jesus, drop that first clip for me.
Hey ladies, I get it. We can financially afford our lives. We can do it all on our own. So we say, I don't need a man, I want a man. But men, they don't like that statement. They're not hearing it the way we mean it. And honestly, if we think about this, if we're out there as a single woman, I'm not single, but if you're out there as a single woman, you're saying, I don't need a man, I want a man. A man hears, I don't need you in my life. But he wants to be needed. But technically, if you're looking to have that partner in your life, you do need a man because you need him to support you emotionally. You need him because you want that partnership. You want that love. You want that affection. You want that attention. You need him to go on adventures with you. You need him to make you laugh. You need him to make your life better. So maybe we should stop saying, I don't need a man, when really, if we're looking for one, we need him to be part of our life for it to be richer.
Wow, boom. You heard that, Ghost?
Say it with the chest, girl.
You heard that?
Say it. Don't spread.
So, say it, don't spread. Yeah, but absolutely, man. Like, so you hear the disconnect with when women say they don't need a man, right? Because I think that's the first thing that would a woman, and again, guys, check me. Let me know if I'm wrong or not. Chime in the chat, call into the show. Let me know if I'm capping or not.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's the first thing, or the first badge of honor that a woman puts forth, is that I'm so independent that I don't need a man.
Right.
And even that thought process, when it comes across, it's kind of, it damages, I guess, or shift the trajectory of where the relationship can go. Because once a man feels not needed and only simply wanted, even some men want to be wanted. I ain't gonna lie to you. It feels good sometimes to be wanted. But for a man, I think it also is important to be needed as well and valued as well.
No, it's about being valued. It's like you can say you don't want a man, but it's about the value part of that. Because I bring value. I bring value to whoever I'm around, whoever I'm dealing with, because that's the kind of person I am. But if I ain't bringing no value to you, dog, I need to go ahead and pack my bags and go on and find me another ship to go ride on, instead of staying where I ain't needed and I ain't want it. And you want to just use me for my talents, my physical talents, my talents in these streets and in this bed, but that's all I'm good for.
Right.
Then let me know if that's just what it's gonna be, and like I said, I'll be the traveling man, dog. That's all.
I mean, it's crazy. As crazy as it sounds, guys. Like, again, even though and I think everybody, every single everybody in this world wants to be wanted. But I think it's especially important to also want or to feel needed as well. Now, I'm not saying you have to depend on the person. That's a little bit different than being needed or needing to have this person in your life. Because, again, what that young lady was saying, and I say young, but what that young lady was saying on the video, she was saying that instead of what? Severe pain? What? Instead of just saying that you want a man, but you also need that companion to share valuable experiences with, right?
Right.
You need that person to make meaningful life decisions with, right? You know, you need that person to be emotional supportive to you, right? You need this person to have your back, because not everybody that you come in contact is going to have your back.
That's true.
And as long as you have your back, you can have your own back, but you need someone else, an extra set of eyes to have your back as well.
Right.
And I think that's important. I think that's so important, going and looking at like what healthy relationships are about. But again, I think we failed that message. We failed to understand that message, because the overlining thing that we hear is, I'm so independent, especially from women, that I'm so independent that I don't need a man. Mm-hmm. And then when you tell them, hey, you need me, they say, no, you don't. You are such and such, right?
Just another donor.
Guys, let me know what you think. 954-505-1904. 954-505-1904. Comment in the chats. I'm having a problem with the chat, so I don't know. I'm gonna try to figure it out as we go along, but let me know what you think. Please chime in, call in, because I want to know if I'm cap or not. I feel like at this point in time, I don't know. I don't even know if I should give it away right now.
All on you, boy. Go ahead.
Nah. What do you think? What do you think, Ghost?
Man,
When a shorty says she don't need a man, she just wants a man. Cap or no cap?
that's cap.
Okay.
It's cap, because you do need a man. You need somebody to carry them groceries in the house. You need somebody to go ahead and do something, because we are valuable for especially for this physical things.
Right.
But I mean, as far as your mental, your spiritual, your physical, those things too, we valuable. Like I said, it goes back to value. If I don't bring you value, dog, let me go ahead and grab my stuff and dip. Because I don't want to be where I ain't want it.
That's
but then
true.
again, there's a lot of people like being in a relationship where they ain't want it. And they live that lifestyle where it's okay.
True. Okay. And I respect that, though. I guess we got a caller. Our first caller. Caller, you there? Caller, you there?
Yes.
Hey there. How you doing? Who's
doing?
this?
Good. This is Sad.
The Vashti.
What's going on, Miss V?
Vashti.
Hey. How y'all doing?
Man, what's going on, Vashti?
On the road again.
Hey,
I'm like over here like, ooh, they on YouTube.
Man, we on YouTube. We finally made it to YouTube.
Amen.
I love it. Congrats.
Now, no problem.
Thank you.
Now, I will say this to you, Vashti. We were supposed to be on here about 2 weeks ago, But I don't know what happened with YouTube. They ain't like us. They ain't
Hey,
want
man.
us. They ain't want us here.
Hey, Universal.
They ain't want.
They
They
gonna have
ain't,
to get used to it.
man, they ain't want us here. So
We
you
here.
know, but we here now.
So y'all
So
had to kick down the door.
man,
Of
we
course, of course, boy. Can't have it no other way.
man. So we here now, and you the first caller. So what's going on, Vashti?
How you doing?
Let's see. I'm just I think this with this topic, I think it's just a matter of some people are saying it in a nasty way, but most people like the lady in the video kind of broke it down where there's like a miscommunication with
Right.
what men are hearing versus what some women are saying when they say that. You know, like we talk about many times how originally relationships and marriage was based on the fact that women could not hold property, could not have money in banks, and they couldn't work and all that stuff. So they actually needed a man in order to get by in life.
Correct.
Everything, they needed a man. So now it's not like that anymore, and relationships should be, and marriages should be based on, two people wanting to build together. But it's
Right.
not that either person necessary. Because when you say need, it's almost like you think, well, I think supplementary. Like, I can't do anything without you. I need you. You need water, you need air, but you don't necessarily need the food that we eat. You can get nutrients in other places. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You don't need the food. So when I think need, I think supplement. Whereas when I think want, I think compliment. Okay, I may not need you in particular, but I know that I want companionship. So that's what she was kind of breaking down. Like, okay, you know that you want companionship, and if you're not gay, then you need a man in order to attain companionship.
Right.
Say that shit.
I
Right.
think it's just like a mix up of words. Like, 'cause when I say it, I mean it like, okay, I don't know, I kind of rather be wanted than needed. Because to me, it's like, if you want me, that means you have plenty of options. You could choose anybody, but you saw a certain level of value in me that you thought would enhance your life more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you chose me, you wanted me over whomever else you could have had.
So let me ask you this, Vash. So is it more? Do you prefer to be more wanted than needed, or is it a little bit of both, or is it more needed than wanted? Like, which one is it?
Oh, you just want it all.
I prefer
You just
to
want
be
it all.
more wanted. I think I prefer to be more wanted because to have a want means that you had choices. You know what I'm saying? You had
Right.
choices and you chose me. To need me means, like I said, I see it as a supplement, which means you can't function without me, and I don't like that.
Lord,
All
boy.
right.
Well, that's a major problem.
Yeah,
boy.
that's a major
Stalkerish.
problem. I guess when you put it like that, Vash, and I want to thank you for that, Vash, because I know we about to have a bunch of callers. So, girl, just keep chiming in because I want to just
Yes, Lord.
just caveat off what you said because I think it was so important, right? But I think it's a little bit of both. I think it has to be a little bit of need and want, right? And I appreciate your perspective, but then I also think of it is if I want you, right? Like I want a luxury, or I want if I want something like a luxury thing, like it's
Like
not
that
like
car.
like I want PS5 or I want a car or I want new shoes or whatever, right? And I get it.
Are you gonna be
It's-
happy with it?
Right. Am I going to be happy with it? Do I value it as much as something that I would need instead of want? Right? So
I
like
get what you're saying.
right. So even with that mind frame of going forward, like, and I would say too, like, for a person, and just to caveat of what the young lady was saying in the video, like I would want and I would need that person that I want, like I want to spend that time with. So like I want a person, but I also need that person to make the experience as valuable as it is that I would like it for me to be, if that makes sense, right? So it's like a little bit of both. It's like I want and I also need the person, right? Because again, I could want someone, but then the need might change.
Right.
That makes sense.
I think I get what you said. It's where you saying it's gonna be a little bit of both. Because once you choose the person, you choose the person that you want.
Right.
Now, once you locked in with that person, now the things that you need from a female, you need it from them.
Right.
Because now you have chosen them.
Right. Absolutely. All right, Vashti, I got to go. I got to let you go. But keep chiming in. Chime in on the chat. I got to figure out how to get the chat going. But chime in on.
I'm driving. I'm driving right now, so I had to call.
No problem.
Road warrior.
If not, call back in. If it get dry, call back in. Okay.
Okay.
Be safe.
Be safe out there.
All right.
I figured out the live chat, y'all. I figured out the live chat. Severe Pain Wrestling checking in. All right, Severe Pain. Chef O Rich, say what's up. I say Chef O Rich, say what's up.
All right.
All right, so we got the chat going. I know we had another caller because I could hear it on the other line. But I'm gonna wait for them to chime back in.
Call back in, family.
So yeah, so what did you think about what Vashti was talking about, bro?
Hey, it came down to the same thing I was talking about. That value. Value is important. And those needs and wants is all about. It's about the need over the want.
Are you still team need over want?
Yeah.
So you would rather be needed than wanted?
Yeah, of course. I feel that way, right? Because if I'm putting 110 in this thing, if I'm in this relationship and I'm putting 110 in it, I need to know that I'm good. Because if I ain't valued, if I ain't cared about, I'm gonna pack my bag like I said up for the step. I don't like wasting my time. And plus, people can't. These days, people do find ways to waste your time if you don't sincerely
that's the thing to do.
establish what you want in this relationship or whatever. Because people will waste your time.
I think that's like the thing to do nowadays. Like especially if you're not seriously committed in a relationship. I think people have come to a point where they just want to waste people's time nowadays.
Yeah, they'll just be with you to be with you.
It's just fun and games. Just to be with you, and then
it's no rhyme or reason.
There's no rhyme or reason.
There's no end game to it.
Right.
We just together, and then you just end up being with somebody for like 10 years. No nothing, no marriage, no nothing, no engagement, no nothing, no commitment. Just y'all slanging and banging out here.
Slanging and banging. But yeah, I think it's super important, man. I think it's like, again, I agree with Vashti to a certain extent. I think, I think that everybody wants to be wanted. I think everybody wants to be wanted. But then I think, and again, in my rationale, I think there also has to be a level of, you also need the person as well, right? So even in those
say it with your chest, boy. Go ahead and say it, boy.
Even in those situations where, again, we talked about sometimes people have the need for companionship and to live life, to be with someone, to live life and do things with, right?
Right.
It's good to want somebody to be there, but you also need. Well, I'm saying you, but you ain't got to do it. Nobody ain't got to do it. That's just me. This is how I see it.
I do squat out.
You also need the person to make those experiences worthwhile, valuable.
Right.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah, because like I said, you putting blood, sweat, and equity. You putting equity in this thing.
Right.
Equity.
So like for instance,
how many relationships you been in where you found out you was wasting your time?
A bunch of them.
Because you found out you was just needed. You was just needed, not wanted.
Wanted.
Wanted,
But the opposite too, right?
Hey, I need you to do this. I need you to fix these pipes.
Right, but even more so, right? Because again, and I know we got a call. I hear you. But even more so, when you're always needed, right? When you're always needed, there's an added pressure for you to always be available,
Above and beyond, yeah.
right? To go above and beyond. But we got a caller. Caller, you there?
I'm here.
Hey there, who's this?
Who's this?
Hey, this is Denise from Ohio.
Hey there, what's going on, Denise from Ohio?
How you doing?
Hey,
Welcome to the
I just
show.
wanted to call and, give my, thoughts about the topic tonight. I think that, I think it totally goes against nature for a woman not to desire a man in some way.
Okay.
Now, as a, woman myself, there are times in our life when things may happen where we feel like, hey, maybe so much of hurt, so much pain, and it's like, I got this going on, I got a job, I have this, I really don't need a man, but in the heart of our hearts, who really wants to be alone? I
Right.
personally need a man. And I'm
Right.
happy to be an independent woman at the same time, but I'm also happy to say that I have a man, that when we come together, we add to each other. So it's not just like, yeah, we could do this by ourselves, but we need each other. I think a woman
Absolutely.
needs a man. I just don't think that, I think maybe taking time to get over some things that may have happened in relationships or whatever the case may be, but to say you don't need a man, I can't get with that.
Right.
That I mean, it's for many
That's
reasons,
free
not
game
just
right
not
there.
just for a lot
That's
of
free
reasons
game
of
right
some
there.
women, but just I just can't fathom that. I mean, who doesn't want to be wanted and desired? And
Right,
for me,
right.
it's to come home every day to somebody knowing
Right.
I'm coming home to. Who wants
Right.
to come home to an empty, lonely,
empty.
cold house? I don't. That's
right.
just me.
Now, I definitely agree with you. But let me ask you this: how many women or how many girlfriends do you have that use being independent as like a badge of honor?
Yeah, the strong black woman.
Well, I can't really say that I have many of them, although I do have some friends who are very independent, but they don't choose to be alone with that
That's a
just
good
being
point.
independent.
That's a good point.
So it's like they're independent, they can hold their own. I mean, unfortunately, there's been situations that place them there to have to do
Right.
it on their own for this time, but do they desire to be that way for the rest of their life? No.
Right.
And I personally don't want to have friends who desire that, because then it's taking away the need for a man, which, again, I must say, I have a need for a man
Yeah.
in my life. So I really don't have friends, who's happy with being independent. They may be happy for the moment, but that's not how they see the rest of their life.
Absolutely. I agree with that. And that was free game.
That's free game.
That was free game right there. I appreciate
Yeah.
you. I appreciate you, and I agree with you 100% on that. That was free game. Give a Black Jesus, give a round of applause for that.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
thank you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, and I definitely thank you for that. Keep watching, because we're going to have a lot of people chiming in. I think we have a guest coming in, especially from the female standpoint. And I
Right.
want to get her opinion when she comes in. And I want you to also, whatever she says, I want you to see, tell us if it's cap or not, because
Let me know something.
again, from my standpoint, from the male standpoint, that's all that we hear is a lot of women saying they don't need a man. They're independent. And I think, I'm not sure if you tuned in at the beginning, but I referenced the point where even the young lady at the beginning, because we played a video at the beginning, she says that a lot of people having the ability to financially support yourself and needing someone emotionally is a little bit different. And a lot of people nowadays get the whole being able to financially support yourself as being independent and not needing for anyone to support you or your habits or whatever your lifestyle is, I guess, synonymous with not needing a person or not needing a man. But even in that, like, especially from a man's standpoint, when we hear that immediately, and check me if I'm wrong, Ghost. But when women say, or when you hear women say they're independent, they don't need a man, what goes through your mind when either you're trying to approach or you're in a relationship? When you hear that, what goes through your mind?
I'm
bro?
straight. I'm good. I ain't gonna mess with them because they don't need me.
Because they don't need me.
It made no sense me even saying that to them because they already got their mind made up. They got their battery pack and they vibrator. They could ride all night with that. They don't need me. I'm good.
The vibrant. Man, I'm sorry for that. I'm so sorry for that. Ghost is on one tonight. I'm so sorry. But absolutely, like I said, I agree with you. It's to me, it has to be the perfect balance of needing and wanting. I think, in your aspect and what you said, you need your man, and absolutely,
Right.
and I'm pretty sure he needs you as well. But to me, it has to be that balance of wanting and needing, and I think you got the perfect balance.
Right, because you care about each other.
Absolutely,
Somebody to care about at the end of the day.
absolutely. Tashar, what's going on, Tashar? Ricardo, what's going on? I see you. What's going, Kings? Chef O Rich says the definition of need: to require something because it is essential or very important, expressing necessity or obligation. Now, what I'm trying to say, it's a balance between need and want.
Right.
He's on his nerd stuff tonight. Chef, I'm with you. Definition of want: have a desire to possess or do something or wish for.
Okay.
Absolutely. So even in those two definitions, and it gets, even Denise from Ohio, what she was talking about, like, there's in a relationship you need, and there has to be a need and a want.
Value. It's like it's totally all value though, because it's vital. It's vital. It's vital to a relationship, man. Because when you're in a relationship with somebody, you're putting in your time, your essence, your emotions, your feelings, your ins and outs, your everything. And you want to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, the other person on the other side feels the same way about what you feel, about how you feel about them. So that means you're going in the right direction together as a unit.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, it's about this black power, black love, black unity, and just building. And that's what we're trying to get to when we get in these relationships with our brothers and sisters out here. It's about building to something bigger and better. Not everything works out the way you want to, but at least you start with a foundation, a solid foundation.
That's all it is. And again, it's and I hate to sound like a broken record, but guys, it's like being financially stable and independent is different from needing someone to make the, like we already said it, man.
But you got to also remember, man, we've come from a lot of, like you said, we've talked about it before, a lot of damage and a lot of hurt with these relationships where, on both sides, where men feel they don't need women to a certain degree, and women feel they don't need a man because of the damaged relationships they was in with the men or the women they chose to be with, knowing vice versa, they was good, bad, or indifferent, but you
Right.
still rock with that person. But then again, you can't put it all on that person. Sometimes you got to take that accountability for yourself, because you stayed with that person even though you knew they was out of pocket, they was wrong, they cheated, they did X, Y, Z, but you still stayed. But then it goes back to the need and the want. You needed and you wanted something, so that's why you stayed,
Oh,
because they provided something that you needed, even though you knew they weren't good. You still stayed with that person. That might have been physical, mental, spiritual, whatever. Good, bad, or indifferent. You still stayed long time.
long time.
Even though people told you go ahead and jump the fence, dip, run. This ain't good for you. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your years in your life. You still chose to stay with that person. So you got to take some accountability for that and look forward to making adjustments and changes when you look at these wants and needs when you get in these relationships.
Funny you say that, Ghost, but check this out. And guys, chime in. We still got the phone lines open. I know a couple people
They
called.
smoking.
A couple people called. You couldn't
Please
get
call
through.
in.
Please call in. I know we was on the other line, but call in 954-505-1904, or light this chat up. Light this chat up. I see you,
Yeah.
Tashar. I got your comment in a second. But before I do, I gotta pose this question to you, Ghost.
Okay? Ready?
Because do you think that the moment that a woman demonstrates more of a want than a need to a man, that then his perspective of what he wants and what he needs changes for that woman? Meaning, okay, so you understand what I'm saying?
You talk about where
You already know.
Shout
You
out
know what?
Cisco,
Hey, shout
boy.
out to Cisco. Hey, Cisco, if you listening, chime in,
yeah,
bro.
boy.
We need you. All right. Hold on, before you answer, let me get some of these things. All right. Tashara says, I'm independent, but I'm tired of having to do everything myself. I didn't get up to say I'm going to be independent. Nah. So yeah, I need a man, but he has to need me too. Facts. Just like he needs you, but he also has to want to be there as well. Just like a female may need you, but she also wants you to be there as well. It's like to me, it's like a fine balance between
give or
need
take.
and want.
Providing that service.
Tiara says, please don't need me. Needs against produces codependency. Think about how we handle things we need versus things we want. Absolutely, Tiara. That's the whole point. Things that we need, to me, in my mind, are things that I cherish, right? Things that we need. If we don't have it, then we won't survive. And that, I guess, in that relation to a relationship, it kind of steers towards codependency, but not so much,
right.
not that extreme. We're talking about like
Healthy. We talk about
healthy wise.
Nah, we ain't talking about no sucking
We ain't
nonsense
talking
over
about
here.
putting the Apple Air tag on your car and following you around.
Right. It's
I've never
stalking
done
you.
it. I'm not with Apple anyway, so I've never done it.
No stalking out here.
No stalking out here. But we're talking about like, say for instance, the birthday of your the first birthday of your first child, right? You want and you need.
for it to go well.
Nah, man.
No, but real spirit.
Yeah,
real
but
spirit,
you
though.
will want the father or the mother of the child to be there,
Okay.
right? But you also need them there to make that birthday a valuable experience, meaningful,
Special.
right?
Special.
Right? That's why you need and you want the person. It's like you both need and you want the person. To me, in my eyes, and I could be wrong. You guys let me know if I'm cap or not. Ghost, you let me know if I'm cap or not.
You all right so far?
Okay, cool.
So far, you ain't
Cool.
start capping just yet. Don't
Cool.
worry, I'll
Not
let you
just
know.
yet.
I'll let you know.
All right, so yeah, so basically that's the mindset to me of when a female doesn't need a man but wants a man. But then again, to me, in my eyes, there's a flip side to it too. Again, because again,
It's always
yeah, there's always two sides to the coin. But when that happens, how does the man respond to a female that just wants him and not needs him? I mean, some guys.
How would you respond?
Some guys might be with it for. All right, to be honest with you, some guys might be with it for a little bit, for a ride till it's fun. But then I think again, just like most people, they want to be wanted, but they also, like you said, want to be valued as well. And I think once you just want something and you have it at your disposal whenever you want it, I think it kind of loses value. You know, we talked about that last time, did we?
Yeah.
Like if you have something always available to you, it loses value for some strange reason.
Yeah, that's like a toy. You play with it all the time.
Right,
So you get tired of that toy, then you want another one.
right.
But I think that's just the state of the world. That's where we at with it. It's like we get stuff and then we play with it for a little bit and then we go ahead and throw it back and want something new and bigger.
That's in everything. That's something like that. I feel like that's ingrained in everything that we do, man.
Yeah, we've been sold by the game.
Man,
Every time you see something new, you want that new phone come out. It's like ain't nothing wrong with your phone, but you want to go get that new thing just because it's new. Do you need it? Nah, you don't need it, but you want it though because that's that new hot thing, and you're gonna be the talk amongst your peers and your friends and whatever.
it feel
Nobody-
good. It feel good to the ego to have that thing in your pocket,
Yeah,
on your arm.
until it ain't shit.
Till
no
it
more.
ain't shit no more. Hey guys, check it out. We're new to YouTube. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because we're trying to come back with even more hot topics. We're trying to keep
sure.
this channel going. I know we brand new to the game. First day, we 1 day old, y'all.
Hey, first day out.
First
bruh.
day out. So, and I see 12 of y'all in here. So to me, that's a plus, man. So keep it
Yeah,
rolling.
Keep it rolling. We going.
We going. All right. So Jim says needing someone will explain your purpose for each other. People who have a purpose will stay together longer because they need each other. Oh, that's facts. That's free
facts.
game right
That's
there.
free game right there.
Now I'll go ahead and be transparent a little bit. I've been in relationships and I've been lost without a purpose. And in that not having a purpose or direction, you seldomly need
Settle. Yeah,
Go ahead and finish that
because
off,
it
bro.
happens.
You
bro.
already know.
It happens, man. Because like you could be in a relationship with an ideal and a vision and a plan that y'all discussed in the beginning, but things get rocky, things shift. Like with everything, nothing ever starts off good, and some things just don't start off perfect. Sometimes it's just going to be situations that are going to change the dynamic of your relationship, and you might just get lost. You might get caught up in whatever they got going on, or they might caught up in whatever you got going on, and you might end up losing yourself in that spill, that point in time, and you don't know if you really need it or want it, because that's when you start to lose. Sometimes you can start to lose value in yourself because you're not communicating with your partner.
Facts.
I mean, talk to your partner. Make sure they.
There we go.
They
We
have
gotta call
value.
him. We gotta call him. Caller, you there?
Hello.
Yo, caller, you there?
What's going on?
Yeah.
Yo, who this?
What's going on?
Who this?
Cisco.
Cisco,
Oh,
what
what's
up?
Hey, my dog Cisco, shout out, boy. Hey, we need that 2022 game, boy. You got. Hey, last year, boy. Hey, that game you gave us last year, dog. You got to give us one for 2022.
Okay,
boy.
so all right, Cisco. I don't know if you've been tuned in. This is the first episode on YouTube, so we trying to go out. We trying to do this thing right, man. The topic of the day, man. The topic of the day is she says she doesn't need a man, but wants a man. Now we're at the conversational point where I'm trying to figure out if there's an impact on if a woman shows you that she doesn't need you, she only wants you. Is there a different dynamic on the opposite end as a response from the man back to the woman in the relationship? So I guess, is there a difference? Do you look at the relationship differently when you realize that you're only wanted and not needed?
Well, I mean, I guess for me personally, I always base things upon the natural in nature that God provided for us in regards to a man and a woman.
Okay.
So when God created man, he said for himself that it's not good for a man to be alone. So therein lies the absolute need for a woman, because God took from the man himself and he created a woman, because God saw fit for a man to naturally need a woman.
Right.
So to counteract that from a woman's perspective, she don't need a man. She needs to take herself back to her creator. If she can't do that, then she's going to subject herself to everything that is unnatural as far as creation goes. It's unnatural for a woman to like another woman. It's unnatural for a man to like another man. It's so unnatural for these things to take place. So when you deal with a relationship, this is the first ordination that God ever gave throughout all of creation, was between a man and a woman. It's the first thing that he consecrated and called holy. So how are we going to disrespect and disregard the origin of what we're toying with nowadays? We're toying with a man being with a woman. We're toying with a woman being with a man. It's just like the topic presents itself. Is it a want or is it a need? I can want an RV, but I need a car. I mean, what am I going to put all of my strength, all of my efforts towards getting if I can't supply what's necessary for the moment? Right. Not even for the moment, but when I can really humble myself and realize the necessity of what this female is going to provide. This female is going to provide life. You understand what I'm saying? Like, literally, she is going to bring life to mine.
Right.
Whether it be through a child, whether it be through correction, reproof, or whether it's going to be through acceptance and praise, it's going to be life throughout all my decision making. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So for a woman to say that she don't need a man, that's about as unholy and as ungodly as a statement can get. Like it doesn't make logical, wise sense for a woman to let those words come out of her mouth. Now, for a bitch to say some shit like that, that make all the sense in the world for a bitch to say some shit like that. Now, if a bitch say some shit like that, that make all the sense in the world.
Right. That she don't need a man, right?
Yeah. Only a bitch would say some shit like that. A woman is not going to say anything like that. A bitch will. And we know the difference. You know what I'm saying? We as men, as far as we've been going along in life, we know the difference. We know when we with somebody who is just out here free chasing the hottest thing cracking, or we know if she's presenting herself to receive something that she's presenting. You know, we attract what we get.
Yeah, facts.
Mm-hmm.
On a need basis. On a want basis, I could want some sex for tonight. I could just go down to the local bar. I know I'm gonna get that.
Right.
But if I want a woman, I'm gonna have to pump my brakes and be patient, because now I have to prepare myself as a man for that woman, or else I'm just gonna be a dog and a nigga and anything else negative to that woman's life.
Right.
And I don't want to be that to her, because now if I'm that to her, then now I'm not operating in the spirit of love when I wake up in the morning.
Right.
Got that one eye open.
Right.
Yeah, so I gotta operate in the spirit of love. So I'm preparing myself, and have been for quite some time. Like, I deserve to be needed. It's equal weights and balances, like the Bible says. You got to operate in just weights and balances. Got to be equal. So when you get into a relationship, you're not going to get into a relationship where you just need somebody, because there's no true living affection with that. If you in a relationship where you only need a person, it ain't gonna work. I could promise you that, because we're human beings. We're of nature. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love trees, but I don't like dead trees.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I love flowers, but I don't love flowers that don't bloom in the wintertime. Like, what am I going to go pick a flower out of my garden in the wintertime and bring it in the house and present it to my woman for? It ain't got no petals on it. That don't make no sense.
Right. It's not
like, I want her to desire the petals. You know what I'm saying? So for a man, like, you got to present yourself to continue to be wanted. If all you're going to do is provide as a necessity, then she probably gonna be one of them Atlanta housewives.
Yeah, because you're gonna just be
probably gonna be somebody that is going to really do some things behind your back, because you ain't fulfilling everything. Just like we are, we the same way, men. We ain't no different. If you ain't doing A, B, and C, like a woman, it was a friend of mine who said that he took a woman and they went to the hotel, and she said that she wasn't going to get no fellatio.
Right.
He said he put his clothes on and he casually walked out the door.
Okay.
Now, just imagine being in a marriage or a relationship where a woman is not
fulfilling
physically doing what this man wants. She's financially able to compliment him. She's mentally there to compliment him, but what if she's not physically there to compliment him?
Right, and that's a discussion that need to be had.
Right. So when we walk into a relationship, we have to understand for ourselves that we are not just a one dimension being. We are spirit, we are soul, we are mind, we are body. And when you go into a relationship with somebody, you need that reciprocated back unto you.
Yeah, that's why negotiating these terms in the beginning of your relationship is very important, because, like I said, if a relationship is just something that you want physically or sexually out of that person, you need to make sure you had that conversation with it before. Don't wait till you get in it, all the way in it, and then think that they're gonna get
Can't
it to
do
you. You ain't
Yeah,
gonna
you
get
can't
that.
change it up. And that's why,
Get
courtship and you got to have that courtship. You got to have that time, that period of proving one another to each other.
Right.
And
Doing your homework.
if you don't want to go through that, which once again, the female that says that she don't need a man means that she don't want to go through that period.
Right,
If
she's
all
not
she
ready.
wants, if all she wants is to dispel the despairs of what she saw her mother go through by not being able to provide for herself, by not being able to, put groceries in the house, by not being able to keep a steadfast relationship, then yeah, once she gets over all of that shit that she's seen her mother go through, and she reaches the plateau of I'm doing better than my mama, shit, I don't need a man. But real life, she does. Because
Yeah,
that male is going to provide that godly guidance
That guidance,
to
right?
the, that
That
guidance,
leadership, that leadership and that strength, right? And it's all
yeah,
about
that
right.
every female they were created to need the guidance.
Right.
It goes without question.
That's why
So
husband need a wife need a husband need a wife. Got you for sure.
yeah, and just like it took the man to show the woman that, it took God to show us as men that we can't do it without a woman,
Right.
and do it in a goodly way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he said that. He said it's not good for this man to be alone, so I will make him a helpmeet.
Absolutely.
So when he made the helpmate,
Absolutely.
he completed the man. And the woman was completed by the man's guidance. And the couple is completed by God's guidance.
Yeah.
So this is where we have to humble ourselves in seeking and searching for a woman or a man to be with. Like, we have to always continue to humble ourselves under
Absolutely.
God. If not,
Absolutely.
we'll always fall short. So,
Absolutely.
man, y'all show is the bomb, man.
Appreciate
Hey,
you.
I appreciate you. But before you go, Cisco, before you go, hold on. Put your headset on. You in there. You in here. Judy, what's going on? What's going on? Judy made it. All right, so before you go, Cisco, and we're going to introduce Judy at the end, but, at the end, whatever, we're going to introduce her in a little bit.
Dude, Judy got
Judy.
a big booty.
I don't know. You gotta ask her. You gotta ask her.
No, I'm just
Cisco.
playing. Look. Every time I hear that name, that's the first thing
That's
that
the
comes to
first
mind.
thing
I'm just
everybody say.
playing.
That's the first thing everybody say. But
Yeah.
all right, so for real, before you go, Cisco, because she's just coming in. The topic is she doesn't need a man, but she wants a man. All right. Now, Cisco, you spat some. I don't know if you gave it already. You ask him about it yet?
Oh no.
All right. So Cisco, you had some true words, and I also want to throw it out to the free gamers that are tuned in on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. And y'all let me know if King Cisco is cap or not. But Cisco, go ahead and spit your line about needs and wants. You remember what I'm talking about, right?
2021 version.
You don't know what you know what I'm talking about, right?
About needs and wants.
Yes, giving her what she needs versus giving her what she wants, or vice versa.
Right. So needs can't be replaced. Wants can be. So, I mean, am I going to give her what can be replaced, or am I going to give her what's irreplaceable? And that's the simplicity of that. I mean, people think that they can go along in life without needing water, and they drink pop, and they drink tea, and they drink coffee, and they drink juices all the time, and then they find out when they go to the doctor, when they got all of these gallstones and kidney stones, that you probably should have been drinking water, which is what God said we needed in the first place.
Amen.
So what is you going to do? Is you going to temporarily go along with your wants when in the long term it's going to really jack up yourself physically, mentally, spiritually, and everything else? Or is you going to go with your needs from jump? and that way that you can live long and you can be more healthy and full of joy and happiness and peace and prosperity in the latter parts.
Yeah.
We not thinking about this generation. We not thinking about the latter part of lives.
No,
we not.
No, we're not.
All we thinking about is just the temporary. And if I can get the temporary, then I can get these 10 motherfucking worthless ass motherfuckers looking at me to give me the thumbs up like I'm the bomb. But these 10 motherfuckers ain't gonna be there 10 years from now. These 10 niggas ain't gonna be there 20 years from now. These 10 bitches ain't gonna be there 30 years from now. So why am I paying attention to them?
Right.
I got this man in the mirror to wake up to every single day. I got a God who reigns sovereign and supreme to serve every day. And if he gave me these instructions to make sure that I'm going to be the best man that I could be in the earth and unto him, of course I'm going to follow him. So needs and wants, that got to do with what God wants for me. This is me personally speaking.
You got it.
Right.
You got it. Cisco, I appreciate you, man.
Free game.
Hey, that's free game right there. Give him a round of applause, Black Jesus.
Yes.
That was free game right there. I appreciate you. Hey, Cisco, we definitely gonna need you to call in again, man. When we got different topics.
Hope to see you soon, Playboy.
Yeah, and we hope to see you soon, bro.
2022,
Yeah, we got to get you on the show sometime soon, bro.
Likewise, man. Love y'all niggas. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing, and I'm gonna shoot y'all a little link to everybody I know. I want y'all to have 150,000 million viewers.
Hey, man, appreciate you.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Stay blessed.
Appreciate you. Stay blessed,
Peace,
man.
family.
Keep up, boy. Yeah, that's King Cisco, man.
Shout out.
That's family right there.
For sure, all day.
Okay, so guys, you know we're a live show, so sometimes we'll have visitors drop in at the spur of the moment. So we do got a special guest here, first timer.
Indeed.
But she got a lot to I'm pretty sure she got a lot to add to the topic. You know what the topic is tonight?
She wants a man.
Wait, hold on. Get your mic.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Loud and clear?
Loud and clear.
Okay.
Mic check, mic check.
Mic check.
Okay,
Okay,
crispy.
so the topic is she doesn't want a man.
Now she doesn't need a man.
She doesn't need a man, but she wants
a
man. Interesting topic.
Interesting topic.
Very.
What are your thoughts
What are your thoughts?
What are your thoughts?
How you feel about that?
I feel like
2022?
2022, a woman that doesn't need a man is a woman that's financially stable all by herself. And she basically can do for herself, can do on her own, and don't need a man to come and just, do what men's supposed to do, which is provide. And she want a man to basically treat her right.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Oh, okay. So wait. So we just asked you a question. We just jumped in. Who are you? What do you got going on? What's your business? Plug your stuff, man. That was so rude. We just went right
Busted
into
out the band, though.
Get straight to the point.
Who are you? What is your you got business? Plug your
Good
business.
evening,
Plug your
everyone.
stuff.
I am
Yes.
Judy. Good evening. I am Judy. I am owner and CEO of Organic Body Bars on Instagram.
Yeah, she's big time, y'all. She's big time, y'all. All over TikTok, all over Instagram.
Indeed.
When you, let me tell you something. The first thing that you'll notice about her is her favorite color is slime. It's always green.
What's today? I got on almond green.
Everything green. That's the first thing you notice about her, and then the wonderful personality. But obviously, you say you got a business out there. What's the business?
Yes, it's Organic Body Bars. We make all natural skincare products for men and women.
For men and women. Okay,
Yeah.
so check it out. You got the Instagram. You already plugged the Instagram.
Organic Body Bars on IG.
All right. Go check it out.
For sure.
All right.
Go spend some money on that.
Go spend your money. So, all right, Judy, let me ask you a question. Okay, in relation to the topic, so I guess you claim to be an independent woman.
I am.
Do you also claim that or would you also assume that you don't need a man?
Yeah, after you define their definition.
Yeah, what is your definition? Like,
Earlier,
do you need a man or do you want a man, or is it both?
I would need you need a man for certain stuff because there's certain things a woman can't do all by
Absolutely.
herself. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
Okay.
So I had that mindset, but I'm starting to think,
That you didn't need a man, right?
I had that mindset that I didn't need a man. But when you get into certain situations, you encounter certain obstacles, certain things happen in life, and you're like, a man should be helping you with this, So that kind of changed my perspective.
So I'm glad you said that. Follow-up question. Are you
Right.
single? Are you in a relationship?
I am single. I'm single.
Okay,
Situation-
all right. You know, we gotta
Situation.
ask nowadays. Situation.
Right.
You see?
I am single. I'm
What
single.
you gotta
Okay.
juggling.
Way to give a round of applause back, Jesus. All right, but yeah. So okay. So in your singleness, you transition from the mindset of not thinking that you don't need a man to now understanding that you might need a man for certain situations, but you might not be dependent on a man, right?
Right.
He has his purposes, right? He has needs.
Yes.
You has the needs and values that,
Exactly.
like I said, if you meet somebody and they meet those, y'all both have an understanding about the qualifications that y'all are looking for in this relationship. That means it's all right for you to go forward with.
It could progress,
Progressive,
move forward to the next level.
Okay.
right?
You don't
So-
have your guard up, pretty much, because we talk about, because we talking this in when it comes to these situations, women do have their guard up because of
All the time.
past trauma, and every dude they expect that comes to them, they got their side eye up. So
All the time.
Absolutely. All right, I guess we got a caller. Caller, you there?
Hello,
Who this?
Big Mark.
Mark, what's
Big
going
Mark.
on, Big Mark?
Mark.
What's going on, bro?
Chilling, man, chilling. We want to get your take, man. I don't know if you've been tuned in. I don't know if you tuned in early or late, but let me give you the topic. You know what we talking about?
You talking about a woman that needs a man, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, so here's my take. It's natural for a woman to need a man. It's natural for a man to need a woman. Not necessarily for what society deems, but just the fact that your makeup is made. You're made to want and desire the opposite sex and need them in your life. Like they complete you.
Absolutely.
Like any man who has lived any amount of time, he needs a woman as his completion. The Bible says that the rib was taken from the man, so they become one together. I think one of the major misconceptions in society today is, oh, I don't need a man. Okay, that's cute. That's cute and whatnot, but there are certain things that a man's going to do for a woman. I don't care
Right.
who the woman is that another woman can't fulfill for her.
Right.
Just a man and a woman fit together like a glove. The necessity of life comes from the connection with a man and a woman. So, go ahead.
Let me ask you a question, Big Mark. Let me ask you a question. Real deal, because you're spitting that fire right now, but I got to ask you this. The moment that a woman, say like you're in a relationship, and a woman demonstrates to you that she no longer needs you, but simply wants you, is your response different?
Or does it stay the same?
Or is it still the same? Do you still value the relationship on the same
If a woman,
level if she needs you versus she just simply wants you?
it's good to be wanted, but a want can change.
Absolutely.
I can change what I want. And
Absolutely.
That's what, I can change what I want to eat every day. I don't want to eat chicken every day. You know what I'm saying? So if she just wants me, that means that I'm not needed to be there.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to move different because I have just become expendable. I've just become elastic.
Right.
See, and that's exactly along the lines of what we were talking about.
Traveling man, I
The
told
traveling
you, boy,
man out there.
Gonna grab my bag and
But
dip.
that's what we were talking about earlier, though, Ghost. When it's something different when you want something, you don't value it as much as something that you need.
It's a necessity.
It's like I don't value walking, right, until I ain't got no feet. Then it's all of a sudden, and oh my God, walking I miss walking. You know what I mean? So it's like when you need something, it's something about, I don't know. It could be just me, but the way I take it is when you need something, you appreciate it even more so than something that you want.
Right.
Well, to look at it like I said, need is necessity for life. I remember one time I can't swim. And so back in the day, the teacher how to swim, they just threw you in the water.
Right.
And I remember one time they threw me in 8 feet, and I went to the bottom, and I could not breathe. And so when I got out of the water, I began to understand how lucky I was to have air to breathe. Mm-hmm. And so in order for a relationship to make it through, she has to be his breath, and he has to be hers.
Absolutely.
And if we're not breathing each other, we don't need to be together.
Man, boy, that's deep, boy.
Yeah, that was deep. That was free game. That was free game on that one. I got to get it to you. Yeah, I can't even deny that. Do you have anything to say about that?
You don't start breathing someone in the beginning, though. It takes
time. Absolutely.
Well,
absolutely.
No, that takes time.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's not going to be overnight. But
I understand where you're coming from for that, but like with just meeting someone off back, and you have to go through some time before you can realize, like, okay, this is someone I see long term.
I get it.
Yeah, it's definitely. I definitely get what you're saying. It has to be a vetting process to even get to that point, to know that's the person you want to be with. But I guess once you get to that point and you know that's the person you want to be with, then there also has to be a level of wanting that person in your life, and then needing that person to make, again, like what I said earlier, like the valuable experiences meaningful, right?
For this relationship,
like the birth of your child, you want you want the person there, but needing the person there is something different, right? Or go ahead, Mark.
I was gonna say the want leads to the need. Like you never know that you like when you find somebody that we're kicking it. I like this person, and we spend this time together. And the more time you spend with someone, the more acclimated you could become to them, the more connected you become to them, the more intertwined you become, and then eventually that want becomes a need. Right. It becomes a necessity. It's kind of like with faith. I didn't know. I didn't realize it until I got a little older that all I had was God. Mm-hmm. Then I realized that all I needed was God, and all I wanted was God. They become interchangeable after a while. Once you realize the power and of the connection, but it don't happen day one. Day one, I got to see you and be attracted to you, and hey, what's such other, such, and as the relationship builds,
by building that friendship,
that friendship, that fellowship, that fervor, right. it comes to a point where when I don't talk to you, I need to know how you're doing. Or when I don't see you, I need to know what you got going. And not necessarily need like when I'm trying to check you, but just to make sure you're all right. Just to make sure you have what you need to give you today. And the problem with most of these relationships is people are getting married not because they are in love and need one another to be complete. They're getting mad for financial gain. They're getting mad.
Oh yes, it's a long-term financial. It's a long-term. It's a long-term business move.
It's a hustle
that benefits women.
But when you
say it like that,
go ahead and say it's a hustle, dog.
Oh, sorry.
No,
but it's a long-term financial hustle for the women.
Racketeering at its finest.
We'll call it what it is.
Listen, but that's kind of like, but that's true though, because a lot of women, and I'm all about. I believe a man should be a provider, but a lot of women walk into these situations, and now, we can't split this with the man. That's why men don't live as long as women, because for so long, the real men, have been taking care of everything. She's stacking her cash. Now he dead, and she living 20 more years.
Hey, don't let that boy lose. Don't let that boy lose his job.
Hold on, wait.
She ain't gonna give you none of that money she got, dog.
We gotta give a free game for that. That was free game.
For sure.
Well, think about how many people that their husband died when they was in their 50s, and now they 70-something years old. My husband died in 1984. She 87, still kicking it. He been gone, dead, and everything. And all my aunts just about husbands died 20, 30 years ago. They still kicking it. Okay, so all right. So Mark, I hear what you're saying, but I gotta debunk that though. Because we did a show about that earlier in the season, where we looked at the research, and men who have a partner live significantly longer than single men, because women do take care of them in ways that they don't normally take care of themselves. But
It doesn't account for headache and stress in modern day feminism. I'm gonna just go ahead and say.
I would like to see. I would like to see what the numbers are concerning with the ones that are in good marriages.
All right, you know what? All right, I'll put that on my. I'll put that on my to do list. I'll put that on my to do list.
It might be a loss, boy.
If you stress for 25 years, you're not living to be 75 or 80.
That's right.
If every day you got to come home and drink and get in the corner of your house and
sit out your front porch, sleep out the car, boy.
So you don't choke somebody.
That's a dysfunctional. We talk about dysfunctional relationships now.
Dysfunctional
marriage. Those are probably out. They out quick. They out quick.
How many dysfunctional relationships do you see? Like people married. I mean, you just see them in the store and you're like, nah, that dude like he's unhappy.
Sad. That happens.
That boy crying in the car every day, boy.
He get home and he's sitting outside crying because he don't want to go inside. That ain't the type of relationship nobody wants.
Well, I done seen that, boy.
I done heard about those stories. I done heard about those stories.
It's a cold game, boy.
Yeah, it's cold world.
That's why when that comment, happy wife, happy life, that's a farce.
Yeah, it's a farce.
Because
I disagree with that.
If it can't be happy spouse, happy house, we don't need to be together.
That's right.
Sure. It can't be all about you and I'm sitting around here. No. This is where I feel right now. At 42 years old, seeing what I've seen, done what I've done, experienced what I've experienced, I'm not going to let anybody damage my peace. I'm not going to let anybody just make me go along with something because that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to live the best life I can while I'm here. And if I find a woman that is the yin to my yang, the breath for that I want to breathe, then that's what I'm going to marry. And we're going to live happily ever after. But until then, I'm going to ride the thing till the wheels fall off.
How old are you?
Free game, Mark. Free game.
42?
42.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's free game, Mark.
Man,
I appreciate you,
calling
bro.
In, boy.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, that's free game, big dog. Free game, man.
All right, y'all have a great day.
Yeah, man. Hey, Mark spit that game.
Oh, no, you got it.
Mark got that game. Let me get up with these comments. You got any thoughts about Mark? What Mark got to say?
Mark had some good pointers.
Good points.
He had good points.
Okay, all right. So we in bounds. We not talking like too far.
Crazy.
We not from your perspective. We not women bashing up here.
No, of course
we talking
not.
real. We talking real talk, right?
Real deal.
No stamp of approval.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
For now, right?
For now. For now.
All right. So let's get through these comments real quick. All right. So Tashar, I'm sorry if I read this before, but I'm gonna catch you back up. I'm independent, but I'm tired of having to do everything myself. I didn't get up to say I'm going to be independent. Nah. So yeah, I need a man, but he has to need me too. That's facts. Tiara says, please don't need me. Needs produces codependency.
Right, we had talked about
that. We already talked about that. So let me go down a little bit more. Tashar says, healthy boundaries, and you also have to know yourself or have some sort of self-awareness to navigate through any relationship. Boy. Okay, Tashar, you on fire.
Say that shit.
Let me read that again. Healthy boundaries.
Pin that.
Say,
Pin that.
Okay, I got to figure that part out. All right. Hey, Tashar, that's facts, though. That's free game. Ryan says, Herm, great job, Newt. Appreciate you, Ryan. Tashar says, true. Also says, you attract what you are at the time. What do you think? No?
I don't think so.
You disagree with that?
That's cap, man. That's cap.
That's cap on that one?
Cap.
Okay. Why you think that's cap?
I mean...
Yeah, Black Jesus is undefeated with the sound effect.
Yeah, he get it. He get a thumbs up for that.
For sure.
I don't think you attract what you are at the time, because you could be in a good state, a good place, and you still attract someone that's not.
Oh, facts.
Yeah. Not even on your level.
Facts.
But you guys connect in another way. You know what I mean? Like the conversation is good. Go ahead and say it. No, not physical, not intimate.
I'm going to save me a whole today.
Not physical, not intimate, but the conversation is decent. He's good company, make you laugh, good to hang around with. But they're not on your level, like mentally, spiritually. So you don't really connect. You don't really attract where you are.
Yeah, because then I agree with that. Because you have some people that if you're just to take it off the subject a little bit, if you're just a good-hearted, kind-hearted person, you do have some people that prey on that are not on that level, or they try to. It's almost like a parasite, right?
Yeah, of course. You got a lot of those out there.
Right.
You got a lot of those.
You got to know how to say
there.
no, though. When you see a parasite, them sharks come, you got to know when to say no. Like, nah, I'm good. I'm not going the next route with you. You go ahead and stay over here. I'm going to go down this way.
Right.
And that's a choice,
Or I'm going to pay attention to the red flag.
Watch the red flags.
Watch the red flag. We talked about.
Say no.
Say no.
Say no to drugs.
So for the time being, Tashar, because I know you family, that what you attract, what you are at the time, that's cap. She also says, if all you have to give is me some ding-a-ling, keep that. Okay, so that's how a lot of people are supporting us.
Hey, shout out to the OnlyFans out here, boy.
Shout out to the.
Hey, they got a job too now.
They got a job too.
Stop that shit,
Jimmy.
y'all out here slanging and banging out here.
Hey, that's what's up.
Stop capping. Y'all capping out here.
Chef O Rich says Cisco the cussing pastel. Shout out to Cisco, man.
Shout
That's
out
family,
to Cisco
man.
for sure, boy.
Tashar said y'all spitting some real lyrics. I appreciate that.
For sure.
Amen. Jimmy says a healing spirit can attract hurt individuals.
Damn.
You know what? We got to get that free game, man. Get that,
Damn,
get
boy.
that,
Brother
get that
Jimmy,
around the
boy.
applause, boy.
Brother Jimmy been hurt in
Jimmy,
life,
man.
boy. Hey, that boy been hurt before. I need to say that boy card.
Hey, let me tell you something. Hey, Ghost is on one tonight, y'all. I do apologize. Well, actually, I don't apologize. Ghost been on this since we started this free game, man.
For sure.
Jimmy, that's a word. Tashar, Jimmy, that's a word. But absolutely, just to piggyback off what you were saying, Judy, is sometimes you could be on a level and not attract what's on your level. And just to follow up, Jimmy said a healing spirit can attract a hurt individual. Right. So you got parasites out there. You got really hurt people seek out really, or people that have been doing the work, healing, and try to either leech off that energy or the resource or, you know, wherever that person's at.
I really feel like it's people out there to be like, this person's too happy. Like,
I
gotta bring them down.
Fuck their happiness up.
I'm gonna snatch their soul.
Yeah, not snatch their soul, but they're like, let me hurt them in some type of way.
Hey,
like,
you know what? That's true. So those, to me, I think those are sociopaths.
Yeah. So what do you do when you run into those type of people?
You gotta pay attention to the red flags. Like, and emotional intelligence, knowing how to control your emotions, paying attention, being aware of the people's energy that comes around, and like not let it get to you, because
Absolutely, that's a good one.
Growth right now.
But you know what? Let me think about that. A little bit.
Sound like
but that's a good
right
perspective.
There,
that's a good perspective.
Hey,
we got a caller. Yeah, we got. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to that. We got a caller. Caller, you there?
Shout out.
Yep, it's Vash again. I really just had to comment on that since I can't type it. I had to call.
Man, come through, Vash. What's up? Come through, Vash.
Because
get it off your chest.
I've experienced attracting, a hurt individual because I do have a healing spirit, and law of attraction don't work the way some people say. Like, you really do attract where you are, and what that means is that if I'm in the middle of learning a lesson that not everybody I attract, I need to date. If I'm in the middle of learning that lesson, I could be, wherever I am mentally, this, that, and the other, but I haven't learned that lesson yet. I will keep attracting the hurt individuals because I have a healing spirit, but it's up to me to have learned that lesson that, okay, I need to divide what this means. Okay, yeah, you're attracted to me, but I have to know that you're not a person I'm supposed to be dating. You're probably an assignment. Maybe somebody I should be helping or give.
Or pass off.
I had to learn that.
Oh,
and I got toe up. I got toe up out here in the street.
Okay.
Until I did learn it. because I still attract those type of people, but I have to tell them they're the ones that are needing something and they're not all the way there, or they need help or whatever. I can't let them turn around and tell me what we should be doing when I know, okay, I already see what's up with you. All right, let me give you what I think you're here for, because you're going to attract that. I mean, that's the interdependence of this universe, the synchronicity of the universe.
Right.
You always going to get put in the path of a person that has something you need, and people who need something from you always going to be put in your path. And you have to know how to rightly divide where to put a person in your life. Not everybody is a romantic connection.
You know what?
You
That
better say that shit.
you better say that shit, man. You better say that shit, man. That's free game.
Don't be picking up no stragglers.
But then what do you what is your thoughts behind women that continually get with men that are damaged or not good for them?
Damaged goods.
Their relationships. Like, what do you think about that? Because again, they're playing off what they want and not what they need.
In my experience, it was because I had a codependency issue that was hiding. I didn't understand I had it. But when I understood I had it and I began to work on that part of myself, then I was able to see. You know what I'm saying? So every interaction is going to show you yourself. Your decisions are a reflection of who you are. And so if you keep making these decisions and falling into these same traps, you got to go back to the shed and say, okay, there's something that I'm missing, some lesson that I'm not learning. And once you learn that or get aware and have a process of learning or have a process of healing yourself and moving forward and finding a better way to deal with things, then you'll see better.
Absolutely.
It's always you. So we can say, oh, I'm not attracted on my level because I'm up here and this person here. No, but there's something inside of you that is telling that person to come on here, and you are falling right into it. So you got to find it and deal with it.
Let me tell you something. Yeah, you're right. Hey, that's facts. Go talk about soul snatchers. But Vashti, let me ask you this, because it kind of, as you're speaking, then it comes to my mind, like, everybody want a 10.
But you ain't no 10.
But you need a 7 in your life. You need an 8. You need a 5. You need a 6 in your life. But everybody.
What does this even mean? I don't even know what you're saying to me right now.
Let's not get into the Kevin Samuel talk.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Everybody can't have a 10. But everybody can't have a 10. Everybody wants a 10.
Go here to get you that 5.
Right.
What is the 10?
So
and who told you what a 10 was?
Right.
And it's a 10. It's 10 subjective rather than I feel like a 10 is subjective versus objective, because some women may consider a 10. I'm looking at them like.
Correct,
but it's going to be more than just physically.
And you get you a 10.
My 10 is different.
And you get you a 10, but you get you a 10, right?
Tell her about that.
And the 10 don't treat you how you would like, how you would want to be treated, how you need to be treated. Because again, you going by what you want. And I know we originally wasn't talking about this as far as like wants and needs. She don't need a man, but want a man, but it kind of does.
Say that shit,
but it kind of does.
Hey man, say that shit your chest, man.
Because a lot of times, again, when we even break down the definition of need, right, there's a level of expectation.
Right.
Right?
And when we also talk about want, there's a level of expectation as well.
There's a number to that too.
Right?
You know what? There is such a negative connotation every time somebody talks about want. Why is that?
Because it all depends on what the person's want and what their directive is or what the motive is behind it.
So
because there's a motive behind everything.
On that person. It depends on the person whether a want is something healthy or not.
You see all these wants we got out here in these streets, though, right? You see what when you look at social media, you see what all the wants is. It ain't about no fucking needs.
You see what some people want.
There's a lot of that, and that's what people are leaning more to the wants than the need.
Right.
What's needed in life.
It's still such a negative connotation when you say the word want. It sounds so negative, almost as if there aren't any healthy wants out here. Like I'm listening to what everybody's saying, and it's all leaning towards the same thing. People want to be wanted and needed. Like, want, the desire, the want, you wanting and desiring your partner is necessary. That's a need,
yes,
too,
it's
to be wanted and desired.
Yes. Yes, and that's why Vash, when I said it and I thought about it, even the topic, I'm like, a lot of women say they don't need a man, they only want a man. But in my mind, I'm like, there has to be a balance. It has to be equally a want as there equally is a need. Because again, you want that person, but you also need that person to make the experience valuable.
Because they got to provide something for you,
right.
Something that you need at that time, in that moment.
Right.
You know what else I thought about? I thought about it in the objective sense, too. Like, if you don't focus on like, I feel like the want part is directed to a person, directly a person. This individual, I want them. But the need part is always there because we need a male counterpart. As women, we need a male counterpart. As women, as men, you need a female a woman counterpart. So it's like, I know that I'm right brain. I could be in the clouds. It could be all, intangible, spiritual for me. And sometimes I need, a lot of times, all the time, I need a male counterpart to bring the logic, the left brain side of things for me, to balance it out, to balance me out. Now, whether I need a particular man, like, do I need Joe? No, I don't necessarily need Joe, but I know I need a male counterpart. So I'm going to look for a person that I want so that they can give me what I need.
That's game.
So it's both.
It's both.
There we go.
So you team both. You team both with me then. You team both with me then, right?
Right, because I don't want to get into needing a particular person. If I say I need Joe, oh my God, I need Joe. If Joe ain't even what I really don't even fulfill none of my needs, or Joe leaves me today or tomorrow, I'm broken like I ain't nothing, like I wasn't living for 34, 35, 36 years before Joe came
so
in my life.
So your soul to Joe, huh?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I had a whole life before he came. You know what I'm saying? So I may not need Joe in particular, but I know I need a man in my life.
Amen.
There you go.
There you go. That's some real stuff.
That's free
So,
game.
yep, I'm team both.
Team both.
Okay.
All right. Shout out to you, Vasti.
Shout out to Vasti on the road.
Shout out to you, Vasti. Hey, Vasti, we about to wrap up. Tune in next week. It's gonna be fire. I'm gonna introduce the next topic. That's what I'm gonna start doing. Introducing the next topic at the end of every episode, so we know.
That's good. That's a good idea.
Keep people on edge, like, ooh, that's what they talking about.
Yeah, you already know. You already know.
Keep people wanting more.
Yes, there you go, man.
You already know.
Amen. We on out here.
You know we on out here.
All right, y'all.
All right, appreciate you, Vash. All right, guys. So, let me get caught up with these chats. Let me get your final thought about the episode, the topic. We'll introduce the topic next episode. Guys, don't forget hit the like
and subscribe.
Hit subscribe, the notification bell.
I'll at your boys.
Man, go ahead, say it, bro.
Man, help you out, man. That's what we here for.
Do the damn thing, go. Do the damn thing. Do the damn thing.
Help you out, man.
Right. Hit the like button, the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. It's the first episode we got the gate, man. But we trying to up at the level every episode. All right, every episode. All right, so just to get caught up with these comments and then a final round out about the episode. Tashar says we gotta learn those karmic lessons to move through the next level.
That's a spiritual level.
Spiritual level.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yeah.
You agree? All right, he agrees. He agrees. She also says it's a balance, and then she said she followed up with twin flame. I agree with that. I think there's nothing wrong with what you just said, Tashar. I think that's all no cap. I think it's important for us to have that balance. Again, I've been saying it all episode. It has to be a balance between want and need, and we have to have that balance. So, with that being said, we like to round out. Okay, Oh yeah, you a guest. I forget you a guest. Okay.
Guessing,
I be forgetting.
What that mean? Since I'm a guest, what does that mean?
Okay, so I gotta explain the rules.
Yeah.
At the end of every episode,
Right.
okay, we like to round off with like your thoughts about the episode. Was it beneficial? Was it not beneficial? Are you still lost? Or did you get some understanding to it? Just a quick little brief synopsis of your experience on the show tonight, and then we go around and we kind of end the show.
Okay. Well, I like the topic. A few of the male callers that came in had a very good points. Was it Mr. Big Mike? Was it
Big Mark?
Big Mark, yeah. Big Mark has
Big
very
Mark.
good
We had
points.
Cisco.
And Cisco had some good points too. And Vess, she had some good points.
Sure.
But pretty much towards the end, what Vess says, your wants and your needs go hand in hand.
So your team.
Team both.
Your team both now.
Yeah.
Did you start off team?
No, I didn't start off team nothing.
Okay.
Can't be like, man, hey, y'all
said-
on your own
What
on
did you
this shit.
start off?
I'm
And
independent
what did
out
you
here.
end off at?
I didn't start
Okay.
off
Hey, so
as
that's what I'm
nothing.
independent
But
on
you
this
are
shit.
definitely team both.
I am definitely team both because your wants and your needs do go hand in hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I
As long
appreciate
as it
that.
makes sense.
All right. Appreciate that.
All right.
All right.
You got some free game today.
That's ain't game for
I was giving some free game too.
Yeah, I was about to say, gave some free game too. Yeah, free game for that.
Cheers.
Yeah, she toasting some with the water though. There it is. But you are definitely team both.
I am definitely team both because
What's up?
So we got it on
Run it
record.
back,
We
right.
got it on record.
We got it
now,
on
team
record.
both.
Double back.
All right.
I won't double back. I don't double back.
Ghost, what's
Don't
about
double dip, huh? Okay, I got you.
what about you, big dog?
Man, today was a great show. Great topic, great energy, great vibe. Appreciate everybody that tuned in, chimed in, called in, commented, all the love, man. You know what? And like I said, man, as we continue to go on to this next level and journey of building our vibe here with the Free Game Podcast, and what we did tonight was great. And like I said, I feel it's all about balance. It's balance and it's value to me. Because like I said, you can't have a full relationship if you ain't got no balance and you ain't got no damn value. And it don't make no sense. Even though a woman might say, even less when I say a woman says she don't need a man, that's cap. Because you do need a man. Because we all need each other out here. All this shit that's going on out here, everybody think they could do everything by themselves, but you can't, man. You need help. We need mentors out here. We need men to mentor these kids. We need women to go ahead and mentor these women, these broken women, just like these men are broken too. So we can stop doing the same things we've been doing and continue the same dark foolishness that we've been going into. Because all we doing is playing into the system of death and destruction. And we need to get back to this unity and this peace thing. But it's going to take us one person at a time trying to help each one teach one. And like I said, when it comes to relationships, it's about seeing those red flags and also understanding that when you get with somebody, you got to get to know them first and they bring value to you, you bring value to them, and there's a need and a want for each other. And don't be going after them 10s if you ain't no 10. That's what I'm going to do. You're a 5, go ahead and get you a 5 and quit playing these games out here. Y'all tripping. Y'all know who y'all are. Calling y'all out.
You calling people out now? What's their name?
Adam.
Adam and Eve.
What's their
Adam and
name?
Eve, niggas.
Yeah, I guess just to round out today's episode, man, because you a chill. Just to round out today's episode, initially when I first thought of the topic, she doesn't need a man, but she wants a man. It kind of goes in concert with some of the common responses that I hear from women, modern feminist women today, that said they don't need a man. But in reality, we all need someone. In healthy relationships, you need a balance of both need and want. Yeah, I need you, but I want you here as well. I want you, but I need you here to make this experience, life, worth living. Till next time, tune in. Wait. Before I go, Wait. Hold on. Wait. Whoa. Cut the music. Cut the music. I forgot. Before I sign off, the next episode for next week will be
drum rolls.
Light skin versus dark skin.
Ooh. Oh shit.
Who has it harder in relationships and dating?
Somebody about to get smoked.
Somebody about to get a smoke.
Y'all
next
Abby
week.
Shore niggas better watch out, boy.
Tune in next week, same time, same channel. We love you, fam. Free game to the life, to the moon. We out.
Good night.
Good night. What's love?